In this video, I'm going to take this $20,000 Kincrome toolbox and transform it into the ultimate portable bar, which would be perfect for your man cave. Here's a little bit of a hint. We've got a keg down here and we've got some pretty cool things we're going to include in this, so let's get into it. Kincrome came to me with this idea a few months ago, and basically they wanted a bar that was made out of their flagship toolbox to serve drinks and snacks with at events. The front would be pretty cool and feature LED lit panels, behind which would be a fairy floss machine, a keg, a drinks fridge and a popcorn machine. There'd also be a speaker, a screen, and the most important thing, a beer tap in there as well. Someone would be manning the bar at these events, and the plan was to put the fairy floss machine, keg, drinks fridge and popcorn machine on rearward facing slides for easy access when serving, cleaning and performing maintenance. First things first, we had to get the toolbox delivered from Kincrome HQ, and to be honest, it was a bit of a tight squeeze in my garage, but we made it work. This is a tool armor toolkit and it's worth up to $20,000. So I've got to rip into it with an angle grinder and I'm kind of nervous. You know it's not going well when the plasma cutter comes out. So when I signed up to this project, I drastically underestimated the amount of cutting and shutting. I reckon it took a whole day and about 30 cutting discs all up. Almost like clockwork, there was a heap more work than anticipated. We've just finished all the cutting, and a huge shout out to Kyle, who's standing behind the camera recording this, because he was slinging off an angle grinder as well. But we got it all done, and now we can finally assemble this thing, and it's gonna start taking shape, so I'm super excited. I did not anticipate to be spending that long on an angle grinder. So the next steps is to whip out the welder. We've got to do some supports on the bottom of this cabinet for the drawer slides for our kegerator. And then we have to weld these on the bottom of the trolley. Now, the lads down at Kincrome think that we're going to be able to pick it all up with a forklift. I'm a little bit skeptical, but these are for the forklift times to go in. So we'll just, yeah, they look absolutely massive, but we'll weld them off and we will see if it all works. Watch this space. This is the hutch, the top of the toolkit. This is actually where I keep all my power tools, and I find it really, really handy, and I charge everything as well. Basically today, we've got to take the back off. So this is a stainless steel pegboard, and we're going to start by drilling out the rivets, and hopefully it comes off easily. But if we've learned anything from this project, these things are actually really well built, and we're struggling to pull it all apart. So let's see how we go. This is a hell of a thing, this side locker. So due to the size of the kegerator, what we've had to do is remove like all the bracing in this locker. So it's super structural. As you can tell, it's not going anywhere. To remove all this bracing, we've had to angle grind in a few different spots, and it was quite tricky. And then we had to sort of flap disc it all back so it's not too messy, and then paint it all. And now finally we're ready to put the kegerator in, and we're talking about like we've got 5 to 10 mil worth of room on each side. So we have had to do this just to fit a full size keg. This is a job that we thought might take us an hour, and it's pretty much taken us the better part of a day, and we're running over budget as well. So it's just one of those classic projects. Right now, I'm trying to fit all the slides in the right positions and the right heights so we can fit off our appliances. You can see here we've got a popcorn machine, which is going to be super exciting and add quite a lot of charm to the bar. But the way this project was sold to me was that it was going to be super easy. All I had to do was flip these slides around. They were just sort of, the way they work is they clip into these squares. So I wasn't really going to have to do much fabrication. Currently looking at it, and it does not look that easy. So I'm going to have to do some welding to make it all work. So I'm basically getting them all in the right heights. I could drill and tap these and make them removable, but really the easiest way is just welding them in. We are on an absolute time crunch, so I'll go ahead and get it done. Alrighty, so we've basically got all our appliances in now and they're looking pretty good. They all fit. So all of our cutting and shutting is hopefully done now. No more welders, no more grinders. What we've got to do is solid mount them to this toolbox because this thing needs to be transported. So we're going to do that by sort of bolting up through the shelves, and then we can do plumbing and wiring, and then we can actually start getting onto the fun stuff. We've got to fit some perspex panels and some neons, and then this thing is going to start looking pretty schmick. Just putting the finishing touches on the beer tap. Not sure what this thing is. I do know it goes in here. Not quite sure what way. Obviously I don't read the instructions. So there's a 50-50 chance that this will leak uncontrollably. See how it goes.
I'll have 2, please, mate.
Let's tap his keg. All right, so we've got most of the stuff done now. We've got reveal first thing tomorrow morning, and we've still got a late night ahead of us. So we'll see you at the reveal when we've got it all done. To put the pressure on, the reveal was at a tool sale with all of my fellow ambassadors, and they'd flown in from interstate. The bar was going to get a workout during the day, and at the end of the day, we'd hopefully be having some beers off the Breaker Bar tap. All right, it was a super late night last night working on this thing. Today's the big reveal. We just got to do a little bit of setting it up, and then we can reveal it to the rest of the team. So the Breaker Bar was a massive success. The cold beers are flowing and everyone's really, really enjoying it. So if you have any suggestions for the next Toolbox build, leave a comment below. Other than that, I'm done with this project. Cheers.